Iran continues to strike US assets across the Gulf, targeting several military bases. Smoke was seen in the industrial area in Qatar's capital, Doha. Strikes have also hit Bahrain, Jordan, Oman, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. Attacks have also been reported on airports, residential buildings and hotels. Shelter-in-place alerts have been issued to citizens across the region. And we're getting reports from Bahrain where one person has been killed on a foreign ship by falling debris from an intercepted missile. Two others were injured near Salman port, where a fire broke out. Authorities say the blaze was being brought under control. Bahrain's military says it's intercepted more than 60 Iranian missiles and 34 drones since the conflict with Iran first started. The foreign ministers of the Gulf Cooperation Council have condemned Iranian attacks targeting the region in a joint statement. The GCC has called them grave violations of sovereignty, good neighbourliness, international law, particularly due to the targeting of civilians and civilian objects. The statement says GCC states reserve their legal right to respond and take all necessary measures to defend their sovereignty, security and stability, including the option of a military response. It also demanded an immediate halt to the attacks, emphasising that Gulf stability is essential for the global economy and maritime navigation. Now let's cross over to Axel Zamovich, who is live here in Doha. One of the key things about that statement is the fact that the region has all come together, but they've also said, when it comes to Iran, military options are on the table.
Well, that's right. That's one of the reasons why this emergency meeting convened in the first place, to discuss about regional security and how this is going to be a united position in this sense. But we also understand that it's got a bigger implications on the whole region itself, because we're seeing that the situation is not winding down. On contrary, it's expanding. We've seen a large number of more attacks taking place across different cities, across the GCC. But we're also seeing that there's been some activities, some movements on the diplomatic fronts as well. The United Arab Emirates, they shut down their embassy in Tehran. They evacuated their staff. And we also seen that there's been an attack on a U.S. military base in Saudi Arabia. That wasn't the case in the past couple of days. So that was the reason why they're saying they condemn these attacks, but they also say if this continues, then each respective country has the right to defend itself, but also to reserve the right to respond in an appropriate way if needed.
Right. Now, Axel, it was about 7:30 this morning in Doha when I heard the missile intercepts take place, with missiles coming in to Doha. I got the alert, actually, as well. There have been several strikes in Doha, but a change in strategy from Qatar when it comes to dealing with them, right?
That's right. And you're not the only one who actually noticed that the Qatar has kind of shifted away from its initial phase, I will call it that way. So what happened over the past 48 hours, we've seen the Patriot defense system being completely deployed and obviously to intercept these missiles and drones. But if you intercept them, there is the falling debris that needs to fall somewhere. So now we're hearing from the Defense Ministry saying they are deploying fighter jets to basically move this strategy from the city of Doha, from the coastal part of Qatar. So now what they're doing is actually intercepting missiles over the waters of the Gulf. So in that case, we've been standing here for the past 10 hours and we haven't heard any explosion. And in fact, it seems that it's a bit distant now, far away compared to what was the situation on Saturday.
Axel Zamovich there, live for us from Doha.